Okay, everybody, I'm going to pick this up right where we left off. Hopefully, you got these answers for whichever problem you picked. The first one was 2 out of 14, which gives you 14.3%. Second one is 15 out of 30, which is 50%. The third one was kind of a trick question. They're actually exactly the same. 8 over 20 and 12 over 30 are both a total of 40%. So the percentages are the same, even though the numbers are a little different. And then the last one here, what percent of boys take German or Spanish? Okay, we're talking of boys, so the number on the bottom should be 20. And then this is talking about German or Spanish. So that means we need to include these boys and these boys. That's 18 over 20. It should give you a final answer of 90%. 90%. Okay, and I want to look real quick one last time at how the wording is so important on these type of problems. Okay, so we're going to come back to that same two-way frequency table we were looking at before. It's the boys, girls, total, German, French, Spanish, blah, 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 blah. Dumb little table. What percent of French and German students are boys? What percent of boys take French or German? Are these the same question? No, no, no. Okay, they are not the same question. Okay, because of what comes right after our magic word. Okay, what percent of French and German students are boys? So we would have to look at the French and German students. There are 25 total French and German students, and the ones of those that are boys are 10. Okay, and then here, what percent of boys take French or German? This is the problem we did before. There are a total of 20 boys, and then we have 10 of them that are in either French or German, okay? Again, going from the fractions to the percents will hopefully be the easy part. Making sure your fractions are right in the first place, that's where you get tripped up here. That's the hard part that I'm hoping is kind of starting to come a little bit quicker. Okay, and then one last problem, and I'd like you guys to pause the video and see how you would answer this question. Again, I've given you a table. And this says, what percent of students play a team sport? I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can problem solve how you would solve this before I show you. Okay, and let's go through now, like you've already figured it out, right? And now you're watching the video again and you're like, Chris, I already know the answer. I know I got it right, okay? So how this one works, what percent of students play a team sport? Okay, we have team sports here and we've got 8 and 2. So what do I do with that, okay? This problem becomes a lot easier if you find those totals that we were talking about, right? We have a total of 10 students here. We're just gonna make those like little, like our frequency table. We're gonna find those numbers around the outside. We have 10 students who don't play a team sport. We've got 11 who play an instrument. We've got 9 who don't. And either way you look at it, we've got 20 students total. Okay, so if we look back at this question, this one is now just like the Pick'em questions were. What percent of, there's our magic word, students, okay, we've got a total of 20 students, and we're talking team sport, that's 10 over 20, okay, that's half, right, which is just 50%. Okay, that is all that I'm going to be here for. Normally at this point in the lesson, we would do a round of mountain climber. I thought really hard about how I could like email you the questions, and then when you got it, you'd send it back. It just didn't make sense in my brain. So instead, I'm going to ask you guys to go to Desmos. This slide is in your slideshow, so you don't have to pause the video or anything. This is the code. There are a total of 7 problems on there, and they get harder. They're all multiple choice questions, and I'm asking everyone to do 3. Okay, if you're like, man, I want to be outside, it's nice out, I've got stuff to do number 1, 2, and 3. Those are the easiest ones. If you're like, okay, I want to see how far I can take this, move to the ones at the end. You don't, like I said, you don't have to do them all, but I want you to answer 3 questions, 3 questions total, and after you've selected your choice, explain to me why you picked the answer you did, and kind of where your answer came from. 3 problems, answer the question, explain where you got your answer choice from, and that is kind of my comprehension check to make sure that you guys kind of understand like the low level day 1 of two-way frequency tables. Okay, cool. Hope everybody is having a great day, and I will check in with you guys. We're having in-person class tomorrow. Even though it's Friday, we're going to finish up our race and homelessness in America kind of like mini project that we started on Tuesday. So anyway, have a great day. I'll talk to you guys soon.